Well, Minister, as a result of the vast overruns in the cost of building the Children's Hospital, you yourself confirmed at an Oireachtas committee earlier last month that you would be cutting €3 million from your departmental budget in relation to flood defences. Can I ask what schemes that are ready to go currently will not proceed now as a result of this cut?
Minister Moran.
Rising from the Government decision on Tuesday, the 12th of February 2019, in relation to the capital reallocations related to the cost overrun the National Children's Hospital, the Office of Public Works is reviewing the most appropriate means of achieving the required capital savings of €3 million in flood risk management area. Expenditure on any particular project or programme in any year is dependent on many variables related to the progress of the project and the programme. I can assure the Deputy that all capital projects committed to will be delivered as quick as possible timeframe.
Deputy, try first supplementary.
Thank you, Minister. I heard that reply earlier on, and I suppose that doesn't answer the question that I've asked. I'm asking specifically in relation to schemes that are ready to go. And I'll give you an example, and you know this area better than I do myself, but in Athlone, you know, the flood defence mechanisms have been divided into 8 cells. Of the 8 cells, 7 of the 8 have been approved for planning already, and the last cell has yet to go for planning. 2 out of the 7 has been substantially completed, 2 are under construction, but there are 3 cells that have planning, are ready to go in relation to Deer Park, the Strand and the lower end of Golden Island leading up to Carrick-O'Brien. Given that they have planning and are ready to go, can you confirm that these schemes will go ahead this year, and the €3 million cut, which you yourself confirmed earlier last month in relation at an Oireachtas committee, that there will be no delay to the delivery of these schemes, and what schemes will be delayed?
Minister Moran has 1 minute.
I assured the House earlier and assured the Oireachtas committee that no capital schemes will be delayed in relation to the 3 million, subject to planning approval and some. You have no doubtly questioned the one in Athlone, and you know well that the way it was divided up Athlone into 8 cells was deliberately done that way to speed up the planning process and deliver the scheme for the people at Athlone. But let be no doubt, this has been questioned over the last number of weeks since this was out, and I don't like people playing politics with flood defences. I disagree with it when I give an answer to state quite clearly there will be no schemes delayed in Athlone or anywhere else around the country. If they're delayed, it's through the planning process. If you look what happened in Cork and delivery, I said earlier I wanted to be on the ground last summer, I didn't. I wanted to be in Ennis South last year, I wasn't. Not out of my control. But the delivery of schemes that I have identified earlier in saying, we are now in a great place, that we've 90 schemes that's out there, working with local authorities up and down the country, where I myself visit most of these local authorities, where I give them engineering monies to employ engineers. And also, Deputy, to date, we were spending €2 million on minor works. We're now up at approved €5.6 million on last year. That is some jump in relation to work with local authorities and flooding around the country.
Thank you, We're not playing politics at all. I acknowledged your commitment to the area, and I acknowledged your superior knowledge in relation to this. I'm just giving you an opportunity to put on the record at a House in relation to various flood schemes. And it was you yourself at a committee meeting that said you didn't want to mislead anyone, that there would be €3 million in cuts, that your officials didn't want you to go to the committee meeting because you would have to deliver bad news. And you were honest with the committee. And I'm just asking you to put on the record at the House here today the flood defence mechanisms that have planning permission in place. Will there be any delay to those this year, specifically in relation to, and I'll acknowledge again, in case you think I'm playing politics, your superior knowledge in Athlone, will there be any delay in relation to the final 3 cells that have planning permission in place in relation to Deer Park, the Strand and the lower end at Golden Island? If you can't give me an answer now, perhaps you could come back and give me a definitive answer of when those schemes will start.
Deputy, sorry, one second. Deputy McGrath.